Watching the explosive exclusive with me, Rahul Shivshankar, and we begin this show with what appears to be the images, the first images ever of the alleged killers of Sidhu Moosewala, the singer who was shot dead just a few days ago. Now, these pictures, viewers, have been accessed by Times Now, and we have deliberately put a patch on the eye so that the identity of these people is not disclosed to the wider public, given the fact that these individuals are still out there and could, of course, be innocent. But the fact is, our sources have told us that these are the individuals that carried out the dastardly killing. And it's pretty obvious when you look at the number plate of this Bolero car. Which gang they belong to, who they might exactly be, is still up for conjecture. But these are the first images purportedly of the alleged killers of Sidhu Moosewala. That Bolero car is the one, its number plate ends in 4 numerals. And if you compare closely the numerals on the back of the photos that we have accessed, and if we just scroll down a little lower on the picture, viewers, you'll be able to see the last 3 numbers of the car and compare it to the pictures that we have from CCTV. And again, the number plate, the numbers are exactly the same. Are these the people that suspect Lawrence Bishnoi say are the ones who pulled the trigger multiple number of times to brutally assassinate Sidhu Moosewala, to kill him in cold blood? We don't know, viewers, but this is what sources in the police are telling Times Now. Police officials have also told Times Now that Bishnoi has revealed that Goldie Brar was one of the gang members who conspired and executed the killing of Moosewala, but has not yet disclosed the names of other associates who were the real conspirators and executioners. So they are the ones, the hitmen, theoretically, who pulled the trigger. I want to go straight across to Gurpreet as well as the newsroom to get a better hand of these pictures. But first to you, Gurpreet. Gurpreet, these pictures coming from your police sources, significant moment in the hunt for those who have killed Sidhu Moosewala.
Well, yes, of course, these are the first time pictures, and only Times Now is able to access these pictures where we can show little bit identity of these shooters who are traveling in this Bolero car. We have seen this Bolero car is the same car, and since that day after murder, we have seen Bolero car was carrying all the arms and ammunition. So more leads are coming in this case, and since morning we have got one CCTV camera footage from Fatehabad where we have seen 4 days before this murder, this same Bolero was spotted there. And interestingly, this number is the fake registration number, and since first day we have been reporting about all these things because we were the only channel who were able to get the real name plates and after number plates, and after that we were able to catch the real owner of this vehicle, that number plate which was inside. So things are getting more clear. What we have learned from the police sources, one guy from this Fatehabad, he has already been detained by the police, and during the preliminary investigation and questioning of that person, they have learned these are all the shooters. They were in Fatehabad. That is a few kilometers away from Mansa, and the route which we have already been showing from Budlada towards Mansa, that is the same route they had followed to get entry in Punjab side. So these pictures are very, very important, very, very crucial evidence for the police investigation also. And the first first time. What we have learned from the police sources, the top police sources, they say it seems that these gangs are active in Sonipat area of Haryana, and they are trying to establish their identity so that the more leads will be taken from them and they will be able to expose the whole conspiracy. We were saying, we were telling, and each and every CCTV footage we are showing to our viewers that how Sidhu Moosewala car was tailed by these people, and we had multiple videos which we have shown to our viewers. But today we are exposing this conspiracy. The entry of this Bolero vehicle had got from Haryana side. So first day we have been saying that interstate gang involved in this whole
let me just put out what PTI has been telling us, sourcing official police. They've been saying, viewers, and this is PTI reports, that gangster Lawrence Bishnoi has told investigators that his gang's members, including Canada-based Goldie Brar, conspired, planned and killed Sidhu Moosewala. However, he has not given up the names of the actual shooters, the men who pulled the trigger. Are these the same men? That's the fundamental question. But first, is this footage accurate, Priya?
Right. So we've got a series of footages, Rahul, that establish that even though the man who claims to have organized everything is sitting in Vancouver, Goldie Brar, you mentioned him, it was meticulously planned. The latest images that Gurpreet has managed to actually shows you the faces of the people who attacked and shot indiscriminately at the Thar that Sidhu Moosewala was in that day. Remember, the post-mortem report that we accessed yesterday had said that as many as 40 bullets were fired at the vehicle. 19 bullet injuries were sustained to the body, most of them to the right-hand side. Just goes on to show how brutal were the murderers. Now we've got their faces. We are only showing them partially. Times Now had also got access to CCTV footages from Haryana, from Fatehpur, where these cars were coming from 4 days before the shooting took place. We also managed to track down the criminals who had escaped to Uttarakhand. Remember, they were trying to mix with the devotees over there, the pilgrims over there. They wanted to mingle with the crowds to escape being nabbed by the police. So now this particular case is spread across at least 3 states. It is in Punjab, it has got traces to Haryana, it has traces to Uttarakhand, and which is why there are also requests being made by leaders from the BJP. They have approached the Supreme Court saying that because it is an interstate gang as well as has international links, it should be probed by the CBI.
Where are these pictures from? What is the location? Do we have any confirmation on this, Priya?
Right. So as Gurpreet was telling us, these images are from Fatehabad. This is the Bolero that was housing the attackers as it was moving towards Punjab, because Fatehabad is in Haryana. We also had images 4 days before this incident took place, the shooting took place. These were the people. Remember, there were 3 different cars deployed for this attack. There was a Corolla, there was a Bolero that was tracking the Thar that Sidhu Moosewala had taken, which was not reinforced. It wasn't bulletproof. He had left behind his personal bulletproof car, and he was being trailed. He was being followed by attackers in 2 cars, one Bolero and one Corolla. We also showed our viewers footage of an Alto, because such was the meticulousness of the planning of the criminals that to mislead police, to throw them off track, after they had shot Moosewala, they took an Alto and then escaped.
Okay, well, this is very interesting. Stay with me, Priya. This is, of course, the first time if these CCTV visuals that we have been able to capture, access, hold up as evidence, this will be the first time that you are now being able to put a face to those who pull the trigger.